With the recent server merges and many of the popular farming spots being nerfed recently, players are struggling to find good spots to world farm. Lord Martanos Tomb is one of the best remaining spots for farming. This video will show you exactly how to get continuous unlimited combos, how to continue to get your combos even if other players come into this area and start killing your packs, and also it'll show you how to get basically continuously instant spawns instead of having to constantly wait and break your combos. This farming spot consists of 8 packs that spawn on the floor, and it has a lot of pop-up packs that will show up and help you to kind of link your combos together. Now, as a wizard, I'm able to teleport through that wall, and I believe that you can also do that with certain necromancer essences. Not all classes will be able to do that, so you may end up having to find a partner for farming this. And as you can see, we do 4 packs that are here in the tomb and then 4 packs in this graveyard. And each one of these packs you want to kill in this specific order. If you get out of order, the packs will not continue to spawn and you'll be left waiting. Keep in mind that the game will always respawn the packs in the order that you kill them. So if you skip one of these packs for whatever reason, then the next lap around, the pack will spawn out of order and you will be waiting for the one that you need because you are out of sequence. One of the tricky parts of this farming sequence is transitioning between the top and left area. And a lot of times what I will do is leave that middle pack, the 9th one, so that I can hit that when I go back and forth in between them. I also tend to leave the gargoyles up and only let them die from AoE, and that way I can tag them as I go by. Also notice that I didn't just keep running when that Ancient Elite came up. I stopped and made sure to finish killing that pack. And even though another player showed up and started trying to kill things here, I just kind of ignored him and continued to make sure to always kill my specific pack. Another thing important for keeping combos up is knowing where the barriers are. Here you see I accidentally shot into a wall that was kind of invisible, but I'm also shooting through an area that looks like you can't shoot through it. So it's definitely worth experimenting a little bit and figuring out what areas will block your projectiles, whereas there are other areas that it looks like it'll block you, but they don't actually. Also, keep in mind and notice exactly where I teleport from if you are a wizard or necromancer. If you try to teleport from the wrong spot, you'll end up getting hung up on the wall and waste your cooldown, and that kind of sucks and slows down the whole farming process. Again, one of the tricky parts is keeping the combo up when you are going from this spot that I have marked as 6 over to the next spot, which I call 7. And here you can see that gargoyle that had spawned down below had chased me, and I ended up using that as a linker to keep my combo kill streak up. And that's going to be especially valuable and useful if you can't just teleport through walls to get yourself between the different areas. Also, the pack that I have marked as number 9 technically is a floor pack and will continuously respawn every time you kill it. However, I tend to just leave that one up so that I can use it to link when I'm moving back and forth or around, or say I mess up and don't have my teleport cooldown available. I like to have this pack right here available to hit so that if I need to keep the combo up, I can. Skipping ahead a little bit, here is an example of using the gargoyles that spawn down below in the graveyard as a linker to keep the combo up as you go from one spot to the next. They will chase you all over the place, so it's really helpful to have them just running around and available to hit, because you never know when your pack is going to be slow to spawn, or you never know when you're going to not have a cooldown up, or another player may show up and kind of mess stuff up, and having them running around is super useful. Also, here in a second, an Ancient Elite is going to spawn, and the Ancient Elite does its kind of invisible triple itself thing, and it goes where I can't see it for a second. Now, it would be easy for that combo to end, but thankfully that gargoyle was still hanging out, so I could hit it with my primary attack and keep the combo going until the Ancient Elite reappeared. 2 more subtle things here. First of all, it was very important that I stopped to kill that Ancient Elite even after he went invisible, because if he didn't die, it would mess up those pack respawns, that pack would not be considered killed. Also, I noticed that the barrier guy, whatever this thing's called, this paladin, had started to creep its way around the middle. And if I had just teleported across and killed this pack, there's a good chance I would have missed hitting that paladin. And again, if I did not kill all of the monsters in that group, it would mess up the respawns in other areas on the map. Because 90% of the time, if something isn't respawning in one place, it's because you didn't kill all of the monsters in another place. Now, this group of blue monsters that spawns right here is what I call an ambush pack. They are triggered by something, I don't know what, and ambush you. Those are not important to kill in order to keep your combo up. It's really easy to get caught up chasing some of these ambush packs, but it's way better to just leave them up, because if you spend too much time chasing those, you'll end up getting out of order with the rest of the kills. Skipping ahead again, let's talk about how to deal with these paladins. The paladins are the ones that put up those obnoxious shields that you can't do damage through. And the extra annoying part about those is that they can actually kill your combo if you're not doing damage. So one thing to keep in mind is that if you have an ability that either stuns or does a knockback, it will break the shield so that you can keep going. Some classes don't have knockbacks available readily, so you'll want to make sure that you include that in your toolkit of skills, or you may end up running into issues keeping your combos up, or you may just have to stop and wait forever to deal with that. Man, I just shot into the wall 3 times there. That was dumb. Finally, let's talk about how to keep this combo going or use this farming spot if you don't have teleport, because realistically, not all classes can do that. Now, one option is, if you're a class that can shoot through walls, like say you are a demon hunter, you can toss a multi-shot through the wall and then run back through the middle, and depending on how fast you are, you may be able to make that work. The alternative is to play as a party, which makes this zone super easy to work with. If you have a 4-person party, you can just have people stationed up and kind of do that lazy farming thing, where one person takes packs 1 and 2, the next person takes 3 and 4, the next one 5 and 6, and the next person 7 and 8, and you just hang out and kill stuff as it spawns. The alternative, if you only have, say, 2 people, is have one person handle the bottom route and the other person handle the top route. Now, what you'll want to do is take 1, 2, 3, and 4. After you kill 4, run back and hang out over by 1 so that when the person in the other area finishes, you can pick up right where they left off. Also, it'll help to keep you closer to the person in your party, because even if the combo is staying up, you aren't necessarily getting all of the drops and experience if the person is too far away from you. You can look at the icons in your party bar, and if it's faded, that means that you're not getting all of the same drops as them. Whereas if it is lit up in full color, then that means that you are getting the full benefit of the kills they are getting. One quick bonus tip that I just thought of. If Lord Mart does end up spawning, you don't necessarily have to kill him right away. In fact, a lot of times I'll just leave Lord Mart up doing his thing and continue to circle around all of the packs and just do my farm thing as if he wasn't there. The nice thing about having Lord Mart up is that it means that you always have a monster in the middle that you can hit as you run back and forth between the 4 sections of this farm point, and that can really help you out a lot if you're kind of slow and have trouble getting in between them. That's all the tips I could think of. If you have any tips for farming this spot, leave them in the comments below. Also, if you liked this video and want more super detailed farming videos, please leave a comment below and let me know what area you'd like to hear about farming. And finally, if you stuck around this long, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe because it helps me to grow this channel and gives me a reason to keep doing these things. And with that said, I will catch you in the next video. P.S. Join my Discord, link in the description and in the first comment. Cheers.